and we are live in 3, 2, 1. Grab your hat and let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Positive Comedy. I'm so excited to just flat out have fun today. So, for the next hour, I am tasked with working on a cat parkour project in Roblox Studio. I think it's been a bit since I've done Roblox Studio, so it's going to be a little bit of a refresher day today, but I'm honestly really excited to get back into it. I'm also going to be going through the core curricula tutorial provided by Roblox? And I almost said Roblox. That was really funny. So yeah, it's provided by Roblox. I put the link of the tutorial though in our Positive Comedy Discord. It's in the Roblox LAN channel, so feel free to look at the tutorial yourself if you'd like. And I only have an hour to get as far as I can get. After that hour is done, then I'm going to go ahead and play Minecraft. We're doing a Terra Swoop Force map with special guests Lumi and Tika. Also, it looks like I have some members in the chat that I also haven't seen in a while, so it's great to see you again. Alright, so this is how far I'm at with my cat parkour at the moment. I'm honestly pretty happy with this island, how it turned out. So I believe where I left off, I think this was over a month ago, now that I think about it. I think I was trying to work on getting some levels, but I ran out of time to play test the levels. So let's go ahead and test the difference. Or not different. Well, yeah, I'm testing the space difference between all of my checkpoints just to make sure that it's actually doable. Alright, so let me make sure I don't have to make any edits here before I continue. Alright, and then also I'm reading in the chat. So chat says, I haven't seen you since somewhere in 2022. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh my goodness. Wait, was that when, that's probably when I had like the really grainy camera too, huh? And those were Turkeyville days, which I actually still have. I'm considering bringing it back, but we'll see. Yeah, I do still visit Turkeyville every now and then, I will admit. Dang, well, honestly, welcome back, because 2022 was a while ago. I will say, I did take a little bit of a streaming break last year. For most of the summer, I believe. But we've been back at it since, I think, last October, I think. So yeah, it's been going pretty well. Yeah, I definitely remember the cropped out background too. Okay, also, I think my levels are definitely realistic now. Now, I am supposed to get at the top of this, but I remember I wanted to add some steps to the top. But I'll worry about that later. Okay, let me look at my organization on the right and explore. Okay, cool. So yeah, I have Cat World in a folder, then I have model, and then I have all my levels. I don't like that they're out of order like this. But I guess I have to deal with it for now. Oh man. Okay. This is crazy. Alright, well, ceiling cheese. Oh. I forgot about this. This was supposed to be cheese. It definitely looks... Huh. I have mixed feelings about that. It does not look like cheese. It's very shiny cheese, isn't it? Alright, well, anyways. Let me go ahead and look back at where I'm at in the tutorial real fast. So this is the front page. I believe I remember I started here, a great blocks to playing area. So I have all my levels, added my platforms already, added my models, scaled all my models, anchored all of them. So it looks like we're doing pretty good. I could play around with solid modeling, but I think I already, to be honest, I kind of like how all of these obstacles are. I like that they're all different shapes. The cheese could probably use some work, to be honest. You know, might be cool is to add maybe a tunnel in this in this cylinder. I think I want to do this real fast. So let me go back so that you all can see. So I'm thinking right here, I can have a little doorway, and then players can walk through to the other side, and then maybe potentially jump on top of the green platform. I think I like that idea instead of a ladder, or instead of steps. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just add a quick block here. Sweet. Cool. Also, I'm reading the chat too, and wow, well, thank you for hopping in. I really appreciate it. And I hope any Roblox studio projects you're working on are going very well too. And if you ever want to hop back in and see what's happening, feel free to, because this will be going on. So thanks for hopping in. See you later. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Also, it is way too quiet. I'm gonna put on some music. I'm in a mood today. Okay. Perfect. Alright, we're gonna make this tunnel, but I have to go as fast as I can because I only have about 52 minutes, so that's part of the challenge, right? So we're gonna go ahead, make this into a tunnel. Well, it'd be a little bit of a square tunnel. Alright. So it looks like it goes all the way to the other end. To be honest though, I want it to have a curve. This is gonna be a little tough, but I'm gonna do it because I can see the wireframe. Okay, so see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a little bit. I'll do negate, shift, click, union. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot. I need to separate this model out. Let's see. Where is this cylinder? Oh, everything is in this giant model, isn't it? I've made a mistake. Okay, this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, level 6. Yeah, this is level, okay. You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to, oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can move this negative part into where level 6 is. Okay. So it should be L cheese. Okay. I wonder if I can turn it into a parent. I don't know if it'll let me do this, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Oh, no way! Okay, I was actually really worried about having to like separate my whole model out, but it actually worked. That's amazing. So just to explain what I did, so essentially I just made my negative part a parent of L cheese, which that just stands for left cheese. It depends on your perspective. When I named it, I was faced the other direction, so it was to the left. So anyways, then I just held down shift and clicked. Ah! Yeah, there we go. And then clicked union, and it worked. Very happy about this. Let me put it back into L6. Okay, I have to remember that union is my L cheese. I swear it doesn't stand for loser cheese. However, that would be kind of funny if you're not supposed to go through the loser cheese tunnel. Wow, look at the inside of this. This is awesome. Wow, I'm actually a big fan of how this is turning out. Okay, now I'm gonna add a curve into the tunnel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add part. Oh my gosh, look at that. I don't know why I'm so excited to add a part. I don't know, does anyone feel like that? Like even when you've been in Roblox Studio for a while, does it ever feel like you add a part for some reason when you're on a new project? It's just the most satisfying feeling ever. I don't know. Maybe that's just something procrastinators feel. which I will say I do relate to, unfortunately. It is a constant battle. Okay, I think this is ready to be negated. Now I'm gonna move my negate part on as a child. I think I called this a parent earlier and I meant to say it was a child, but it's a parent-child relationship. Okay, now I'm gonna hold down shift, click on union, and then, oh, by clicking on union, I meant the name of my union object. And then I'll click the union button. Pa-boom! This almost looks like a spaceship, to be honest. This is pretty. Wow. I almost wonder if I should add another one on the other sides, just to make people wonder, like, make people second guess on which one to go through. That could be funny. And I could put a little trap in there. I mean, let's see how much, I mean, I have some time. This didn't take me that long to do either. So, okay. I don't know if jumping is going to be realistic. However, I might be able to add a little bit of a power up when they jump. Because, yeah, that might be a problem. I might want to save that for the scripting portion because I do want to get to that part in the tutorial. So, I think that'll be fun. Okay, let's add another tunnel here real fast then. Alright, pa-boom. I'm seeing how fast I can do this. Pa-bam. Again, it's just so satisfying to make a doorway with this block. I don't know what it is. I should make doorways more often. It boosts my mood. I don't know, if anyone's ever just not feeling good for some reason, just make a door, and for some reason it makes everything feel so much better. Alright, I'm gonna maybe add a little bit more curves. Alright, so I'm gonna make this a negate block. Move my negative part underneath my... Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Did it move union? Oh, it moved union out of level 6. How mean. 'Cause yeah, this is level 6. Okay. It's okay, I just moved it back. I'm offended though, no. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna move a negative part to union. I think? Maybe? Yeah. Hold down shift, click on that, and then click union. It's actually union. And nothing happened. I did something very wrong. What did I do? Okay. Negative part. That should have worked, actually. I'm a little... Oh, it's the wrong... I just unioned it to the wrong part. I need to union it to R cheese. R cheese stands for right cheese, by the way. Because it's the right kind of cheese. No, it's just because I was facing the other direction. It was to my right, so we got R cheese. Now it worked. Alright. This is cool. I actually like that I made the cheese reflective. I know it looks more like tinfoil, but it's really funny. Alright, let's add another curve. So luckily since this doorway is so big, it's so much easier to add more curves. Okay, let's put this back into levels. Oh no, is it level 6? Oh yes, it is level 6. Level 7 was the last one. Okay, I need to seriously rename these because these are getting confusing. I'll call this one R cheese again. Or no, R unit, because it's gonna, every time I unit, it's gonna rename it. Oh, that's gonna get annoying. Oh well, I'll have to deal with it for now. Okay. Another block here. Oh no, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Sorry. It's freaking out way too much. Let's bring that down. Wow, I love how just one scroll on my wheel has so much magnitude. Okay, this is a giant block. What happens? I didn't do anything to scale it. I don't know. That was odd. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're gonna level this right on top. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and scale this out. So this is gonna be a curve of my little tunnel. Cool. Alright, negative part. And it's going under our union. Shift click and union button. I don't like how that turned out. We're gonna redo that. That was too ridiculous. Okay, hang on. I forgot. I need to actually, you know, scale out the block. Okay. Okay, I need to adjust my position because this is really tough to navigate. Alright. Alright, cool. Now I could do the fun shift click in the fancy union button. My gosh. Okay. You know, it could be worse. It really could be worse. Alright. I'm gonna add one more block inside. Alright. Come on, up arrow key. Go, go, go. Okay. Sorry, it's just really, it's a little finicky. Gotta have patience, right? Alright, now where's this block? It keeps disappearing. Oh boy. There we go. I love how I could just see the moon whenever I want to. I love it. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and scale this. Scale this down. Scale it out. Okay. And scale this out here. I'm gonna have it go all the way through. It's gonna be funny. I mean, it's... Oh, should I have it be really narrow? No, I'll have it be really wide this time. Okay. I think that's gonna be good. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna make this negate. This should be the last one. And then I'm gonna group this together. Okay, cool. Bring this under. Okay, now I can name this one R-cheese. And then the other one left, or L-cheese. Because I should have made sure that that cut was fine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that cut wasn't bad at all. Okay, perfect. Okay, I want to see what this looks like when I play test. Boom. Okay. I am huge. I didn't anticipate that. But apparently I could just walk through things. I did not anticipate how much smaller these tunnels are. Well, live we learn. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake here. That is actually really funny. Well, you know what I could do though? I could adjust the player size when they get into this level. That would be really funny. I'll come back to it. It does open some new doors for some more features though, which is nice, but it won't stop the game entirely. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, because I don't want to spend too much time modeling. Modeling's important, but I also want to make sure I have decent progress going on, because I could always come back to it later as long as I make sure that I set my priorities right. But let's see. So I have my levels. Okay, let me look back into the tutorial real fast. Okay, so we played with some solid modeling tools, just like the tutorial. So in the tutorial, it looks like they also made tunnels in their cylinder levels, which is pretty fun. Okay, and then we already did some play testing. Oh, and then it also, so here I'll zoom in so you can see it too. So step 5 says set jump power to 0. This ensures your character is unable to jump, emulating the same starting state for players after you script the gameplay. So I guess for this one, I think the idea is that we adjust the jump power as the players go through the parkour, but that's just my guess because I'm learning live while doing this, so I didn't read through this beforehand. I just looked at the tutorial and was like, hey, I want to do this, so here we are. You get to see all my mistakes and all of my wrong predictions. It's going to be a great time. So, I guess I'm not allowed to jump. Let's see. As you reach new levels, set jump power to multiples of 30 to simulate jumping upgrades. Okay, I actually like this idea. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and go to my properties window in my humanoid object. Because if I look above, so let's see, step 2, it says in the Explorer window, select the arrow next to your character model that displays your Roblox username. All the character models, children, objects display. Now, I feel like that's only going to happen in the gameplay though. So, I think this is literally just to test it while you play. I have done this before. It is kind of fun for anyone who hasn't played around with the jump power in the humanoid. I'll actually just go ahead and demonstrate it so you can see what it looks like. So when you play the game, your character is its own object, and you can actually find it in Explore. So in my Explore window underneath Workspace, I have Pawsitive Comedy, and when I click on it, my whole character is outlined because it's an object in the game. And when I click on the arrow beneath it, it shows all these objects. All of these objects are part of my character. So if I click on Humanoid, Humanoid has a bunch of properties. In fact, here, let me see if I can move my face. Because my face is low-key in the way. Hang on. Let me find my face. I found it. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Oh no, I'm covered. What have I done? Oh no, I'm just kind of in grass right now. I'm honestly okay with that. Okay, so you know what? I want to be. I'm okay. I'm okay with this. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, well I am, but anyways, I'm fooling around too much. I'm running out of time. Okay, so these are the properties that my humanoid has. Some of my favorites are my health display distance. Reminds me of a render distance, but it's for health. That one can be really nice when you're fighting bosses. Let's see. This is my jump, so that's kind of fun. I think if I just click. So every time I jump, it check marks my my jump property. It's just a Boolean value, which that just means true or false. My favorite is the health, because if I set my health to 0, I don't survive anymore. So whenever you write scripts, it's affecting that property inside of the humanoid object. So that's really helpful. If I go back to the humanoid object, so in the instructions, it's talking about the jump power. So let me go into jump settings, which is going to be right here. It looks like I need to make sure that I click use jump power first in order to actually affect how much jump power I have. So if I change that to 0, I can't jump at all. If I change it to 30, I could jump a little bit. And then if I change it to 60, I could jump quite a bit more. If I change it to 300, whee! I could jump super high, just like a cat. Whee! You could do the same thing too with walk speed. So if I change my walk speed to like 100, I'm probably gonna run off the map, but I can walk super fast. So I honestly really like messing with these properties because they're they're surprisingly easy when you understand that the character is its own object and that the humanoid is an object that controls all of those properties. When I was first in the Roblox studio though, that confused the heck out of me because I didn't understand where those properties were coming from. Like when I was first writing scripts, I would look at it and think, okay, so I set the health to 0, but like how does it know that my character has that variable in it? Like I didn't quite understand that for a long time until I learned about the humanoid object in Roblox Studio. So hopefully that helps one of you. That helped me when I first started, and it's still a good reminder even now. Especially if you are if you're used to programming using other tools, it's a little bit of an adjustment. So hopefully that's helpful. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the tutorial. So I showed that. I'm gonna go ahead and just click on the next button. Okay, create a coin collection mechanic. I'm actually really excited about this because I have attempted a coin mechanic before in Turkeyville little while ago, and it did not go so well. I mean, it went okay. It does kind of work, but you can infinitely collect the coins without them disappearing, and it's kind of a problem. So, yeah. It's a bug, but I really like the bugs in that world, though. They're really funny. Okay. So first of all, I have to create the coins. So I guess I'll have to do a little bit of modeling, but that's okay. So essentially what these instructions are saying is that I need to get a cylinder, put them in my world folder, and put them in a whole folder called coins. This is to separate my levels and my coins so that I know where my coins objects are. And then I could just change the material and everything and the size to what I want. Okay. One thing to remember though is disabling can collide and enabling the anchored property. So if I forget to do that, point it out because I might forget and I have to go back to this. So disable can collide, enable anchored. Okay, let's make a coin. Going back and let's see. I want my first coin to be in this potential water bowl. I'm not sure. Is this a water bowl? Is it hollow on the inside? It's honestly hard to tell. I think it is. Okay. Let's make a cylinder. Ah, perfect. Okay. And let's adjust the scale. Let's adjust the scale this way too. It's a big coin. All right, let's rotate it. You know what though, when I rotate it, I'm actually gonna go to the properties on the right hand side because I want the rotations to actually be specific. Okay, so I want this orientation to be, I'm gonna change this to 90. And then I'll change this one to 90 as well. So all I did was I changed my X orientation and my Y orientation. 90, X is 90, Y is negative 90. Sorry, I got a little bit of a hiccup there. Okay, so I've got this. I'm gonna go ahead and anchor it. And I'm gonna label this coin. Let's change the color. All right, I'm gonna make it a purple coin. Yeah. And then let's change the material of it. I don't know. Neon? Oh, purple turned pink when I clicked neon. That's actually really funny. Leafy grass. Purple leaves. Okay, I don't know. Ice? Purple ice? That actually doesn't look too bad. Marble maybe? Ooh. That actually looks really cool. Okay, I'm gonna make it a lighter purple though, because that's pretty dark. It's too plummy. Bright violet. I kind of like the look of that. Well, meh. Alright, I'm going to do the other color instead of brick color so I can have more control. Fortunately, you cannot see the window right now, but that's okay. It's not super important. I'm just adjusting the shade of it so I have more control. Okay, I like that a lot. Oh, I clicked X instead of OK. My bad. Okay, I like this a lot better though, so we're gonna go with it. Okay. It's a little bit more pink than purple, but sorry, I'm gonna make it a little bit more purple. It's just too pink. There, that's a lot better. Okay. Let's adjust, let me actually just double check the size. So I'm gonna click play here. I just wanna make sure it's not too big. What's taller, me or the coin? I'll make it a little bit smaller because that is pretty tall. It's a tall coin. It's lived a good life. It's eaten lots of food. It's doing well for itself. Okay, let's look at that size. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, cool. Now, before I forget, I'm going to turn off Can Collide. So Can Collide is a property inside of, well, the Properties panel. When I select this coin, Can Collide should be turned off so that I don't collide with it. And then I need to make sure it's anchored, which I already did. Okay, next thing is I need to actually organize this before this becomes a mess. So I'm also going to rename this model because this confused me when I first looked at it. Because I was like, a model of what? So I'm going to call it levels so that I know what this is. Okay, now I need to make a new folder. And I'm going to label it currency. Because I don't want to just label it coins because it'd be nice if I can add other forms of currency over time. So I'm gonna make it I'm gonna just call it currency. All right, and then I'm gonna actually put another folder in here and name that coins. Okay. And then I'll put coin inside coins. Perfect. Okay, and then just to be funny, because I don't want to forget this idea, I'm going to make cheese a currency too. Okay, because I just think that'd be really, really funny over time. But that's an idea for later. Okay, so now I have coin in the coins currency and the cat world folder. Okay, I am breaking the instructions a little bit, but that's okay, because I'm making it original. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the tutorial. Okay, so I pretty much made my own texture. I did my own organization so that it makes sense for moi. And then, actually, yeah, I did everything there. Okay, now it says duplicate a few more coins and position them around the map for testing purposes. Okay, sure. All right, go to gameplay. And the duplicate. I want this one to be hard to get. You have to go all the way to the edge to get that one. I am such a mean game designer. Okay, this one will be this will be like a classic Mario one though. You'll get 1 coin for each level you complete. Oh. Nope. Okay, this is not working. Hang on, let me, I'm just using the move tool so that I can make it more exact. Alright, let me just circle around this just to make sure. Alright, have it be floating a little bit. Perfect. Okay, I like it. Duplicate this one. This one will be at the top. I think I want people to jump up a little bit for that one. Okay, not that high, but just a little bit. Okay. I'm also a little no, I'm not confused. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. Okay, actually, you know what would be cool if people have to jump over? If players have to jump over this to get it. And you know what, I'll center it. Actually, I'll center the next one. So I'll duplicate this again. I'll center this one. Okay. Okay, nice. So that's good. It might be fun to put a little secret coin in the wrong tunnel. So we'll just, if the coin will fit. Actually, let's not do that because, well, okay, I'm gonna size this coin. I'm gonna make this coin smaller than the rest of them. And put it in this cave because, actually I'll put it in the right cave because this is the one that they're supposed to go in, and so I feel like that would actually make the most sense. So I'm gonna put it here. And actually, I don't want them to see it. I want it to be a surprise coin. They don't know they're getting a coin until they're at the end of the tunnel. All right, let me go to the other side just to make sure. This is what they expect. Okay. Perfect. Just a tiny coin. All right, let me duplicate this one again, and I'm just gonna put one more coin on top of my last level, which will be here in the center. Maybe. If I can get it. It will be roughly the center. It won't be exactly the center, but that's okay, because this game definitely has a bunch of imperfections about it, and that's something that makes it a little bit more beautiful. Okay, cool. Look at that. This is actually pretty neat, huh? Okay, so I like it. Also, if chat has any ideas of other currencies to have other than cheese too, feel free to let me know. We've got coins and cheese. It'd be funny if we just have a bunch of currencies that just all begin with C. That would be really funny. Okay, so I like this. Let's go back to the tutorial. And then again, if you want to follow along with the tutorial, the link is in our Discord in Roblox land. Okay, so I added coins. It looks like we're doing good. Okay, but now we need to actually add some code. All right, perfect. We get to do some coding today. Oh my gosh, look at that. We've got what, 20 minutes left? Let's see how much further we can get. I'm actually happy about this progress though. We're doing great. Okay, so we're gonna use server script service. Now, something that I like about server script service is that it literally acts like a server. So like whatever scripts are gonna be in there, they're always gonna be running in the game, no matter what. Just like putting a script in an actual server. It just runs, which is pretty nice. Okay, so I put a script in server script service. So it's nice because you don't need an event to run it. It just runs. Okay, and then we rename the script so that, you know, it makes sense. So that we know what the script does, because that's important. Especially if someone else is looking at your code later, they should be able to know what the code does, even just looking at the title of the script. Okay, and then it has all of this code here, which I think we'll step through it. We'll decide if we want to make any changes. And then see what it does too. Oh, it has a little nice code explanation. That's actually pretty helpful. Okay, that's neat. We'll look at that later though. Okay, so let's look at this. So the first thing that we need is to get the workspace and the player services. So essentially what that does is that allows us to access variables in those things. So be able to access the objects, I guess I should say objects. To be able to access the objects in workspace, I need to actually have access to workspace. Now I want to actually double check that. So let me look at their initializing services and variables section. Okay, so object service instances. Roblox services, provide built-in functionality for common features. The script first obtains instances of the workspace service, which contains every object in the 3D world, and the player service. Okay, I actually didn't know that part. That's pretty helpful. Which manages and contains all players connected to your experience. Okay, so in summary, the workspace service gets all of the objects in Roblox Studio and all of the players in Roblox Studio. So then, you know, so I guess you probably... Wait, that's not right. Because you need the... No, that is right. So it gets the player service. But then we need the players service. I think. No, I think those are separate things. Yeah. Those are separate. I was so confused. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so the script first obtains instances of the workspace service. So that's what it says. Which contains every object in the 3D world. And the player service. So I think the and is referring to the script uses the player service, because when we look at the script, we have two lines. We have to get the workspace service and the player service. So that makes sense. Okay, so then we obtain reference to all the coins by using get children. So that's in this part of the script, where we get to the coins folder from workspace, and then we set coins. In order to actually be able to access all the coins at the same time, we have to store all of them in an object. Otherwise, we're just messing with one coin at a time, and that's a pain. You could do that with a for loop, but they kind of already have one for us with get children. So it's kind of nice to just use that. But you definitely can make your own loop, though. I mean, there's nothing against that. It just, they might have ways that might make it more efficient with the get children method, but it's kind of hard to know without actually seeing the code underlying it. That is kind of the one thing I wish we could see in Roblox Studio, is the code underlining the methods that we use, because that could be pretty helpful. And if it is already a thing that we're able to do, let me know, because I haven't found it yet, and I'm really curious. Okay, so then it adds a random cooldown, which kind of makes sense, I guess. Maybe the coin's going to reappear or something. Okay, so with that explanation, I'm actually going to see if I can recreate it without looking at it. Wish me luck. All right, so we have to go to server script service. We're going to go to script. We're going to name this, I'm going to name this collect coins. All right. Hello. All right, I'm going to make a little comment with the date. So 7/18/24. I'm actually impressed that I still remember how to do comment. Wait, this is a different language, isn't it? Hang on. Hang on. Wait, that was definitely a different language. Oh no. How do you do comments in Lua? Lua, is it? No, wait, I was right, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. No, I was right. We're good. I just had a double dash. Was I right? No, I wasn't. Oh, what am I? Okay, I'm doing something wrong. This is so funny. I've gotten so used to typing in another language now that I am forgetting how to do comments. Nope, that's not the right language either. Wow, okay. This is actually really hilarious. Well, I know single line. Why is it doing that? Okay. This is really hilarious. That's a first. Well, I know single dash works. I'll just put the date real fast. 7/18/24. All right, and then collects coins. Okay, I just did a little description what it does and the date when I wrote it. I'm actually gonna label this last updated. I don't like that it's just overriding what I already wrote. That's odd. Okay, well, I'll deal with it for now, but hopefully it doesn't continue with the code. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put last updated so I know when the last time the script was updated, because that might be important later. But that might be like way later in the future, especially like if updates happened. I don't know. It's always just really good to know when the last time it was updated, in case any methods get defunct or something. Okay, so I have to access all the objects in my game, and to do that, or in workspace. So I'm gonna get that service, and then I also need the players. So I'm going to do game.getService player. Nope. You can probably tell I've been coding in C and C++ quite a bit. I keep wanting to add semicolons, and it's really funny. I also did a little bit of JavaScript too, and it's messing with my head. In a good way though. Okay, so I got the workspace and player. And what am I missing? Cooldown, right? I'm just gonna set this to 10. That's gonna be just 10 seconds. And then, oh, I need to actually get all the coins, right? So local coins equals game dot, wait, what am I doing? Workspace dot cat world, which I actually, yeah, I forgot. Since I have a space in my file name, I have to use, instead of a dot, I have to use brackets with the quotes. I honestly prefer that though, to be honest. So, okay, inside, I could just do, I could just have our brackets and do coins, because that's the name of my, oh no, sorry, currency, because that's the name of the folder, inside of cat world, and then more brackets, quotes, coins, because that's the name of the folder, inside of the currency folder, which is right here. It's amazing. Okay. Okay, let's look back at the tutorial and make sure I did this. Okay, so I got workspace, I got, oh, I'm already seeing a typo. Players, not player. So, we'll fix that. Uh-oh. Okay. Perfect. Oh, I'm going to also do Control S to save. Actually, did that even save? Hold up. Let's look at my output window. Yes, it did save. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, let's look back at the tutorial now. Okay, so I've got my coins folder. I forgot to actually get the coins though. I got the folder, but I didn't get the coins. Whoops. This is honestly really fun. Oh, sorry y'all. This was actually really fun to try to do this off of memory. I totally forgot. Okay, so I'm actually going to call this actually, you know what? Oh, why does it keep doing that? I don't like that at all. That is mean. It's just overriding everything that I'm... Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't know why it's doing that, actually. That's kind of odd. Huh. Maybe it's because I'm using my arrow key. Maybe I'm in a weird edit mode or something. Huh. Okay. That's really weird. Huh. I've never had this issue before in Roblox Studio. Super, super weird. I don't like that though. Well, I have to write this whole line. That's really weird. I don't know. If anyone has a solution to that, let me know, because that's a new one for me. Okay, we're gonna go back into workspace, go back into my cat world folder, and then go into coins. I almost wonder if I like typed a key on my keyboard or something that's doing that. I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll find out later. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers. Gotta love it. Sorry, I have to actually do currency. Yeah, that's so weird. Okay. And then coins. Okay. Now, this is gonna be fun because then I think I can just do colon get children from here. There we go. So now I condensed it to just one line of code. Okay, I like it. Okay, so let's look back at the tutorial now. Okay, so I got the coins and I got the cooldown. We're good. Now I will say, notice that they put cooldown in all caps. That is definitely a style choice. Usually, so when you're working with other languages, when you're using constants, they are called macros. And this actually is something that I do see a lot when you make a macro, is to have it in all caps so that you know it's a constant and it's different than the other objects you're working with in your game. So for that reason, I actually will change mine to all caps, because otherwise it could be hard to tell what's a constant and what is not. Now I wouldn't want to do this if my cooldown was going to be changing. That might get kind of confusing. But since this variable is never going to change and it's just a constant, it's nice to just have it in all caps so that I know it's a constant. Okay, also I'm going to exit it real fast and then reopen it and see if that changes the editing mode it's in. I guess we'll find out. Okay. So we're looking good. All right, back to the tutorial. Okay, so this is where we have a lot of stuff going on. So let's just take a look at this function real fast. All right, so the function is called onCoinTouched. So I already know this is going to be an event that's testing whether the coin is touched or not. And then it looks like there's an if statement, which it's right on line 12. It's looking to see if there's the enabled attribute of coin, and then if there is, I wonder, I'm actually a little bit confused about what attribute it's, because wouldn't all the coins have that? Yeah, actually, hang on, we're gonna look at this in Roblox Studio. So if I look at my coin object, here, let's make this a little bit bigger. Well, I don't know if I can make it bigger, but it's more clear. Is there anything here? No, there's nothing here called enabled. That's weird. I'm gonna admit, that's a little odd. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I guess we'll find out. So, well, it looks like it's coming with two parameters. We got other part and coin. Okay, so apparently there's something enabled in coin when that happens, and if it does, then it's successful. So we get other part.parent, which I believe this is the part of it's the object that touches the coin, and it's the parent. So the body part that touches the coin, it has a parent, and that's going to be the character. Okay, and then to actually get the player properties though, we have to use getPlayerFromCharacter method. So essentially what we're doing is if the arm touches the coin, for example, could be it could be like a leg or something. But if it's the arm, like my hand, it touches the coin and my hand has a parent, right? The parent of my hand is pretty much my whole body. That's my whole character. But it's just the physical part. It doesn't have my player statistics or anything. Like it doesn't really have many properties of my character. And so that's why we need the getPlayerFromCharacter method. At least that's my guess. Okay, then we have the if player then, which if it does find a player successfully, then it makes the coin disappear. I could also destroy it if I want to, but that might be a little bit, I don't know. Because if I destroyed it and then brought it back and then destroyed it and brought it back, that would be, I have done that before. I don't necessarily regret it, but I think, I don't know. It's just a different approach, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like it kind of can help reduce memory. But for something like coins, I mean, those coins are always going to be there. There's not really any reason to just destroy them and bring them back. Now, if they were mobs, that's a different situation. But these are coins that are always going to be there. So yeah, I'm not sure if I need to send that many destroy signals around. So I kind of can see why they would have a coin.transparency equal 1 line. Do that instead. Okay, then it sets the enabled attribute to false so that you can't collect the coin again. Interesting. Oh, and then there's a cooldown. So if your cooldown is 10 seconds, then it waits for 10 seconds and then makes the coin visible again and sets it to enabled. So, okay, this makes sense. If you have a coin that's just going to reappear every 10 seconds, then yeah, there's not really any reason to just destroy the coin and bring it back. You might as well just change the transparency. This actually makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, let's look at their code explanation just to see if I missed anything in those. Okay, so defining the event handler. I'm just going to look at the bullet points. So detect whether the coin is enabled. The tutorial says every instance has an enabled Boolean attribute, which Boolean just means true or false. that defines whether or not the object exists in the 3D world. You can get instance attributes with the get attribute method. Okay. Interesting. So I guess what it's checking, the enabled is just checking that the coin exists in the world. That's all it's doing. Okay. I can actually see that, because in otherwise you're going to try to access it later, and if it doesn't exist, your whole script's going to just fail. So it is kind of nice to have a detection on whether the coin is if it actually exists in the world or not, especially when it's transparent, because other players can still jump through it, and that will still send a signal checking to see if it can collect. But if the attribute is false, then the script just thinks that the coin doesn't exist, even though it does technically. Okay, second bullet point says detects whether a player touched the coin. If a coin is enabled, the method uses the player service to check if the object that touched the coin was indeed a player. A player? Oh, no. When a touch event occurs, the Roblox engine passes the object that touched the coin as an other part parameter. The script checks to see if the parent of other part belongs to a player. So this is where we were talking about like body parts, like if the arm touches it or if the leg touches it, etc. That one's a lot easier to see when like for me, I always will run print statements to see what object is touching like the coin. And that's how, when I was first coding, that's how I figured out that like what the other part parameter was. Before, I was so confused. Okay. And then I'll read the last bullet point. Disables the coin if a player touched it and re-enables it after 10 seconds. Finally, if a player touched the coin, the method disables the coin, waits for 10 seconds, and then re-enables the coin for collection. Task.wait is used instead of wait because it provides better performance by not pausing code execution entirely, allowing tasks in other threads to run concurrently. Okay, that's actually really nice. I used to use wait a lot until... Actually, I learned about task.wait during a stream live, just like this, because someone in the chat who was very nice said, hey, you can use task.wait instead. And I was very grateful for that recommendation, because I just had never thought of the difference between task.wait and wait before. And that is really important. So it's nice if you don't have to stop the script entirely, because that can add a lot of delays to the game, which isn't good. Okay, so essentially that is the function. I think I'm going to go ahead and just get the function started so that we have a starting place. I'm just going to call it collect coin, actually. Yeah, different name. And then I'm going to name this... I actually kind of like naming this body part because then I actually like know what part is touching it. Actually, I'll just do part because it might not necessarily be a body part. It's just a part. And then we have coin. Okay, cool. So I'm going to add some comments because I am about out of time. So I'm just going to add some comments that we remember. So the coin attribute... detects whether the coin exists in workspace or not. And then we have the character, so get character. And then after we get the character, get the player. I'll do get the player character. Hint, the method. Okay. And then after that, if player exists, change transparent, or I'll just do adjust transparency and enabled properties of the coin, and then implement the cooldown. Okay, this is actually really good. So now when I come back next week, this should actually be enough of a reminder to write this function. So that would be cool. Perfect. So yeah, if you ever run into this in your own projects, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I just learned something awesome, but now I have to walk away because I have to go grocery shopping or something, this is really helpful to just leave little comments for yourself so that you remember when you come back to it what the next task is to do. I absolutely love doing this. It helps me organize my code quite a bit more. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and save. I'm going to do the file method because I don't entirely trust. Well, I do. It's just I don't have the view. I don't have my output window open. Okay, cool. Everything's saved. Okay, perfect. So that's going to be the end of our Roblox studio session for today. However, it is not the end of streaming. So, we are actually going to play Terror Swoop Force in a couple minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, but then a brand new one is going to start in about 1 to 2 minutes. So, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you want to freak out about flying in the sky, just like while watching us in Terror Swoop Force, then I will see you again in like 1 to 2 minutes. All right, goodbye for now.